Hello, this is Chris from the Cinema Savvy Movie Podcast, back with another reaction video. This is for Cars 3 official teaser trailer. This trailer has literally gone up about 5 or 10 minutes ago, so I thought I'd jump straight on for a reaction. And if people have watched my videos before, you know that I'm a huge animation fan. I tend to go and see all the animated films that come out. I adore animation so much. And I mean, Pixar is one of the titans in the animation kingdom, so I thought this was absolutely worth me jumping on and talking about. And in terms of Pixar and reviews and things like that, on the channel last year, we did a Pixar breakdown. We went through all of their movies. I think it was in the lead up to The Good Dinosaur coming out. Or it may have been Finding Dory, I'm unsure. But we did a lead up. So I have talked about the first two Cars films before, very, very briefly in that video. But as a recap, before I go into this one, I'll sort of talk a bit about it now. So when Cars originally came out in 2006, that to me was the first sort of hiccup in Pixar's career. Before then, every single one of their films was a classic, and for the longest time people thought Pixar could do no wrong, that every single one of their movies was going to be phenomenal. And then Cars came out, and I remember seeing it at the time, and I still don't hate that film. I think it's a very watchable film. But even at the time, with like the concept of it, I couldn't get behind it. It felt very, very childish compared to the previous Pixar movies. And I know that inherently Pixar films are kids' movies, but there are themes in there, there are elements in there that do speak to a much older crowd, which is why they're so good films, because, you know, entire families can watch them. It appeals to all generations. Cars, to me, was the first one that came out that was primarily made purely for kids. And, you know, the designs of the cars look very silly, how the eyes are on the windscreen. And I remember back then in 2006 as well thinking just how this world works. Like, do people exist in this universe to make the cars? Or do the cars make the cars? We don't see any people in the movies. And I was thinking about all these things and it just didn't make sense to me. I watched the film. I really didn't care for it. As I said, I think it was a hiccup on the career of Pixar. They sort of picked themselves up after that and made some great original content before moving into the sequels. And while we're talking about sequels, we get to 2011 with Cars 2, which is my least favourite Pixar movie, and it's probably one of the worst animated films I've seen in a long time. I thought it was utterly abysmal. I don't like any of these characters. They went for a kind of espionage spy film with the supporting character of Mater, and they make him like a secret agent working for the British, and you've got Michael Caine in there as... It was terrible. I really genuinely hated that movie. To the point where when they announced the Cars 3, I was like, do we really need one? Pixar, you're better than this. Make some more original content. Don't keep relying on sequels. And I think Pixar have said now that after they've done Cars 3, Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4, they are going to go back to original content, which is what I'm happy about. That's what I want to see. So already there is no hype for me for Cars 3. I will go and see it because it's an animated film. It's another Pixar film, and I have seen all of the Pixar movies that have come out before. But nonetheless, I'm talking loads. We're going to watch the teaser trailer now. It's only 50 seconds, so they won't show much. Might get a sense of the tone or a little bit of the humour, what's going on with the story. But yeah, I'll talk much more about it afterwards. So I'm going to click play now. I don't know how much they'll be showing us, though, because it's still a while off. It looks like they've definitely improved the animation. Looks like they've gone dark with this one. Oh shit. Wait, hasn't he been wrecked before in the other ones? I can't remember. God damn, made it look like Rush. Wow, I never thought I would see the day where Cars goes dark. Usually it's the middle chapter of a trilogy, but the second one was kind of a comic farce. They have gone all out dark with this one by the look of it. That is not the kind of tone I was expecting from a Cars 3 teaser trailer. I was expecting some comedy with Mater and, you know, Lightning McQueen and a couple of races. That kind of looks intense. But again, Cars hasn't been my type of film, so I can't say I'm excited to see this movie. I'll wait till an official trailer comes out. As I said, this is still a while off yet. I know it comes out next year, but You know, with animation, I'm sure it takes ages. I'm sure they're still working on it even now. So I'm interested to see where the plot goes. I did read a little bit on Wikipedia. The plot that's got listed here is the film will focus on Lightning McQueen, now a veteran racer, as he participates in races around America with new friend Cruz Ramirez, new enemy Jackson Storm, and returning characters such as Mater, Sally, and Ramon. Very, very basic plot. It sounds kind of like the other plots to the other movies, in all honesty. But I mean, the animation looks great in it from what I can see. It looks like they've improved the textures on it, and that's just because it's been so many years. And from the movies like The Good Dinosaur that have come out, where we get to see those breathtaking landscape shots, it's interesting to see them do a more built-up kind of stadium look to this movie. And I'm sure there are going to be those shots as well when they go back to Radiator Springs in the movie. The textures on the cars look great, but as I said, this isn't a series that I'm invested in. I'm not emotionally invested in the plot or the characters or anything like that. To me, they are made more purely for children. There's not really any kind of story threads or themes or anything I can connect to on an emotional level like I can with most other animated films that come out. In terms of Pixar's ones that are coming out, the ones I'm most looking forward to are Incredibles 2, for example. That to me is a film that demands a sequel. In all honesty, it demanded a sequel about 10 years ago, or like a couple of years after that first one came out. There's a lot of interesting things they can do with the characters and what they've been up to in the however many years it's been since The Incredibles came out. Toy Story 4 is a completely pointless movie in my opinion. They don't need to make that. The series ended with Toy Story 3. It's one of the most perfect endings to a trilogy I've ever seen in my life. And this looks like a kind of placeholder to me for Pixar. But as I said, I'll reserve judgment until I see a full trailer for the third one, because who knows, maybe they've learnt from the previous ones and they're going to advance the story in a more sensible way, a more darker way based on this trailer. It'll be interesting to see if they keep the tone from this trailer in the upcoming ones. But yeah, that's really all I can say for Cars 3 based on this trailer. It didn't really give me a lot to talk about. But yeah, that'll do it for my reaction to the Cars 3 official teaser trailer. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. The previous car films that have come out, any other Pixar films, anything you like, please do drop me a comment. There'll be more reaction videos from me, more movie reviews, and we're still in Harry Potter month. We're going to be reviewing Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. There'll be a top 10 list based on our favourite Harry Potter moments, and towards the end of the month there'll also be a special Harry Potter themed Battle of the Brackets new episode. So look out for those. Please do hit that subscribe button, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.